Olusegun Oluyede, popularly known as O Daniels, is set to break the global record, this time for the longest marathon hosting of a radio talk show. A former student of the University of Ilorin and a Lagos-based broadcaster, Oluyede is well known for anchoring a 6-hour weekend show and a 4-hour weekday program. He began his broadcasting journey as a presenter of the weather report on Ilorin 89.3 FM. While still a student at the university, is scheduled to begin the much anticipated marathon broadcast on Thursday, June the 26th, and to run through Monday, June the 30th, 2025. Joining us to discuss more on this is the main man here, Olusegun Oluyede. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for joining us
So
on the program this morning. What's the passion behind this?
Well, I love to talk first off, and sometime in January, I was going to work, and I saw these kids who were trying to, clean my windshield. I was talking traffic, and then I called the boy. I asked him, "Why are you not in school?" He told me that his parents couldn't sincerely send him to school. They couldn't afford it. I've always wanted to help people and then give them platforms and stuff. And then now, since I talk on radio, I just thought it's time for me to do something different. Something extraordinary from what we've always done, So yeah, then I thought about Guinness World Record. I was like, okay, how about I apply to them and then see how we can do that, and maybe through that we can have a course to reach out to kids, people who can't afford to go to school, who can afford to buy jam for themselves or wire some. So I just thought about that. So I applied in January, and then I got the approval in May, and here we are.
Okay, so what does it mean personally to you, and how will the challenge be structured?
Okay, well, it means a lot to me. First off, like I told you, the course is much more important than the breaking the record itself. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to break the record. I mean, that's a good thing. But
you sound so confident.
Oh yeah, I have to be confident. I mean, right now I can't afford to disappoint people who have been doing this with me, the planning, the preparations and everything.
If I may ask, how many years of radio experience? Because you mentioned that you like to talk.
Yeah.
We media people in general like to talk. So how many years of experience?
Okay, well, like you read earlier, I started when I was in school, and that's like 2013, and then that was where I kick-started the journey of radio. And when I moved to Lagos, I was doing that too. And then, of course, I went for broader knowledge in broadcasting and all of that. So yeah, it's been many years down the line now on radio.
So how are you preparing? Because this is a big challenge.
It is. Like I said, I have a team of people that have been doing this together. The preparation, it's been really, really crazy. I can't even lie. But yeah, mentally, physically, I had advice from people who told me what to do, how to prepare physically and all of that. And even in terms of the programs that we're going to do, yeah, we have people who are manning that to make sure that everything goes well. So yeah, what preparation has gone on, and we're still preparing, because I don't think that's going to end until the whole thing ends.
What kind of, you mentioned programs, what kind of programs?
Okay, so radio actually entertains, educates, and informs. So whatever thing we're talking about on radio has to surround all those three things. So we can have a professional on the show, we can have an entrepreneur on the show, we can have a roadside food seller on the show, we can have a chef, a proper chef. So it's all round. It's all round.
No break at all.
Oh yeah, so I've got 5 minutes break every hour.
Okay.
But
so what will you be doing with that 5 minutes break?
I can do anything. I can bait with it. But the thing is, I can actually accumulate the hours and get ample number of minutes. For example, I can do five hours and then get 25 minutes, or do 6 hours and get 30 minutes, like that. So if I get that, I can nap, I can have a bath, I can brush my teeth, just do some things. But on the show,
nap for how many minutes?
What?
You're going to take a sleep for how many minutes?
No, it's not deep sleep. It has to be a nap. It's just taking a nap, really. It can't exceed maybe 20 minutes tops before they wake me up and say, "Guy, get back on the seat and go sit." Yeah. But while I'm on the show talking, I can actually eat and I can drink water.
Is anyone sponsoring this?
Oh yeah, so we reached out to a number of brands to sponsor this. Well, we were still hoping that
you can't mention
we
the
get
brand
across. We
because,
can't. I know
that.
I know that for sure.
But what is one thing that you hope that every listener takes away from this challenge?
Okay, so I'm trying to let people know that dreams come true and that your dreams are valid. If you think you want to do something, you can go for it. And you can literally do it. You know, when I started preparing for this, I didn't even know how much miles I could go with this. But then it's crazy. I met some people yesterday that I never knew that I could really meet, if not for this happening right now. Yeah.
Many thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
I
really appreciate it.
It's a fine place to. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.